Okay, before we begin the video, I think I have to be honest with everyone here. I've kinda kept a secret from everyone, and I didn't really tell that or said anything within the previous video that I made, so I'm gonna come clean and straightforward with everyone. I haven't told anyone this, but did you guys know that I'm a furry? Okay, this bit is stupid. So Furality. It's a virtual convention or event that is hosted within VRChat or within the VRChat community that gathers multiple furries around to introduce themselves and also express their likes and hobbies with each other. Basically, it's a wonderful place to make friends. But see, here's the main problem of all things. Now, I don't know if you're new to the channel or if you basically have already seen the first video that I've uploaded, but I am very terrible when it comes to socializing, and I'm not really sure if I'll be able to literally interact with anyone in there at all. When it comes to social interaction, I usually freeze up and I don't really know what to say most of the time, so it's definitely gonna be a new experience for me when I have to walk up and basically talk to people or basically look around at least. This is the first ever time that I'm really going to any sort of event. I've never really been to any sort of convention or let alone an online one. For a convention that has a lot of people going, like we're talking more than 900 people, Furality has so many different type of events, meetups, and other stuff that keeps people on it at all times, in my opinion at least. I was basically given a schedule to see exactly what type of events I would basically be going to, and honestly, looking through all of this, it kind of makes me a little bit overwhelmed, but at the same time, I'm also kind of excited because, like I said, this is my first time and I genuinely want to make the most of it and have a good time. So since this is my first ever time really going to a convention, I kind of wanted to make a video about it and also kind of talk about my thoughts about the entire event itself. I know it's not really that special coming out of me, considering I'm not really someone who's necessarily big or huge in terms of social media status, but I just thought it would be kind of fun to just do anyways, so yeah, this is basically the video. Morality lasts for a while, going from Thursday all the way to Monday, which is honestly not that many days, but considering the amount of stuff that's actually involved within Furality, trust me, it'll feel like as if it's lasting for more than a couple of days. At the time that I'm recording this video, it is currently June 4th, which means that we're basically the day before Furality happens. I'm not gonna start stating my opinions within the days until Furality actually ends. I'll basically be seeing you guys in 5 days from now, so yeah, wish me luck and let's see how it goes. Hey, while you're waiting, consider joining the Discord server. I post a whole lot of my work there, and also you can keep up to date with everything about me. But yeah, besides that, let's get right back into it. So, guess who's back from Furality? It's honestly been such a huge while. Like, it was an amazing adventure to go through, and also I am kind of exhausted from the entire event itself. Not in a bad way, but just generally in a sort of good way, I suppose. But yeah, I guess I will talk about majority of the events that happened in there and also share my experience with it as well and how I personally think of it. But before we do begin that sort of part of the section, I do have some stuff to say to get out of the way so that I guess this video is a lot more understandable. So first, I want to introduce myself a little bit. I apologize if that's a little annoying, but hello, my name is Diana. I'm a trans artist and also a streamer, and I also want to try to become a YouTuber as well. I am a little bit shy and scared when it comes to socializing sometimes, so I apologize if I stutter or repeat certain words sometimes within the video. I'm trying my best to improve on it and hopefully become better at speaking rather than being a sort of huge mess, I guess. But regardless, I hope you enjoy the video. So first things first, I will try to make the video in order by categories. I'll try my best to organize it and make it more appealing so that you guys can understand what I'm talking about, and also get to basically skip to certain parts of the video if you're not really interested within that sort of category of the video or that part of the video. Number two, I will try my best to name all of the events and clubs accordingly. It will be kind of hard for me to go ahead and do that that because as far as I know, the Furality schedule has been removed from the website, so I don't necessarily know which events or clubs that I went to and how I could credit them, but I do have the videos recorded, so hopefully within the footage I can find the original event hosters or musicians that appear later within the video, and I will try my best to credit them as best as I can. If I end up messing up, I apologize. And another thing, I will try my best to blur out a whole bunch of names. If you see the background footage suddenly turn blurry or something, then that's probably because I'm trying to censor everyone's name. Of course, I don't really think that a whole lot of people would like being recorded, so... And also, I apologize for some of the background footage as well being tilted. I don't really know how to record on an Oculus headset. It's kind of awkward to use. I usually use the stream camera, but within OBS and VR chat, my computer did not like that and would usually freeze up a whole lot, so I tried my best to record as straight as possible. But without further ado, let's begin the video. Okay, so we're gonna be talking about 5 areas within Furality. These are just basically the main worlds of the convention itself. So basically it'll be a quick summary and then also just a sort of like little talk from me about my experience within these worlds and such. So the worlds that we have are the meetups, the event panels, the club fins, the lobby, and the dealer's den. So we start off with the meetup world, which is basically a section of Furality where you can go and meet up with a ton of people about a certain topic or category. Basically within the schedule, there's a whole bunch of different times and a whole bunch of different topics that many furries can go to and talk about. There's some areas that I did go to, such as the streamer meetup, because you know, I am a streamer myself. The 2D artist furs meetup because I am also an artist myself, and also the trans, non-binary, gender fluid, and genderqueer meetup, which obviously I am trans myself, so I did go. Although it was really late at night at 11 p.m. and that's not really usually my sleep schedule, so I was basically kind of sleepy at the time. But to be fair, majority of Furality made me ruin my sleep schedule because there were so many events at night that I was supposed to go to, so yeah, it's not the best, but at least it was fun. Honestly, when I first joined this meetup world, I was completely stunned, but not in a bad way, but just genuinely in such a good fucking way. The world itself looks so damn pretty. It felt like I was actually dreaming or was genuinely going to fall asleep at some point within the area itself, mostly because it feels like as if you can sleep in there. Like it feels so cozy, it feels so nice. But yeah, we have a main center area where majority of the furries did hang out and talk a whole lot. There's also like little side islands as well if you'd like to go over there, kind of chillax over there if the main center area is just way too much for you. There's like a little area of snakes and ladders, which I did get to play. I didn't get to play the first day we joined because the pieces weren't there until like 2 days later, I think. But overall, I did go to a whole bunch of these meetups and I definitely did get to talk to a whole lot of people, honestly, surprisingly. I was hella scared to really approach anyone because I felt so like out of place for some reason, but there were people that did approach me and my friends and did talk to us, and we also did get to make a couple of friends that day, which was pretty cool. The people in there were really nice, and there was also a whole lot of energy going every single second. But if you don't really feel like socializing, or you feel more so just wanting to watch something and relax, then the event or performance panels are basically for you. The event panels are basically hosted by many different furries that involve around either talking about certain topics or doing performances that could probably interest you. I did go to some of these event panels and also performances just to see what sort of things they had in store, and I also did end up going to the official event panels hosted by the Furality team. But I also do firstly want to talk about the event panel world, and honestly, it's really beautiful to look at. It's a nice cozy place with a little stage as well that also involves a screen that basically shows either background footage or recordings or showcases of the many things that the furry hosters basically had to show for everyone. Basically, the max amount of people that could have appeared here I think was 30. I don't really think you could exceed that limit, but basically it kind of had a little system that I didn't even realize was possible within VR chat, but there is probably a small chance to meet the furry hoster live on the event panel. I don't know if it was possible or not. People said that there was a chance to meet them in a certain server, but unfortunately, I didn't really get the chance to meet any of the event hosters there, so we basically got like a 2D live performance screen of their Sona across all the other servers. I'm not sure if they had their own private instance or if they actually did go to other servers and such, which is why I'm not really confirming anything. So basically, you could see them literally in every instance, which I didn't even know was possible, but that's honestly really cool. It's like a little dream library area, which honestly was really nice, and they obviously had like a whole bunch of seats surrounding the stage itself. For the most part, I was kind of blocked by some people and their avatars and such, but this world was at least very well optimized that I could use my stream camera and actually, you know, be able to record properly without shaking or anything like that. So honestly, I'm so glad that my PC got a break every now and then. I also went to a whole lot of events, like Avatar Basics with Paper F.Y.N.N, Tropical Wind by Elia, which was a performance, which I actually did really like, and also the special guest panel. But yeah, these events were really nice. It was basically kind of like taking a break from just the meetups in general. If watching something isn't really your style and you more so just kind of want to listen to music, then Club F.Y.N.N is basically for you. So before I do continue this part of the video, I will warn you that there is some flashing lights ahead. I suggest skipping this part of the video itself. But yeah, just a heads up. Club F.Y.N.N, as the name states, is basically a club. You have a DJ in the front playing their music or playing their remix, while a whole bunch of shit happens around you with flashing lights and stage and shit. Like, it was, oh man, it was so fun. The overall place for it seemed so nice. I didn't really know where to go to basically sit, but the thing is that there was literally so many people within the center area of the DJ world that I literally just couldn't go in there. If I tried to go in there, I would lag a whole ton, and I didn't know about a certain feature that you could have done until like later. So it's unfortunate, but I did get to go to the center of the area at some point. I have honestly never been to a club before, so I literally had like not really much experience with any of this. I honestly didn't think I would basically like any of this, but I genuinely loved it a whole lot, especially with two DJs, which was Furality, I hope I'm not butchering that name, and Loprov. There was also another one that my friend really recommended me to go, which I don't really remember exactly which one that was. Unfortunately, I don't think I have footage of it because that day the entire like club was completely filled up and it made me lag a whole lot. But yeah, no, because of Club F.Y.N.N, I actually do have a couple of new song genres that I kind of do want to listen to now. Now, unfortunately, within the beginning of Club F.Y.N.N, it did have a little bit of issues where people just apparently couldn't join. I was not really too sure as to what the problem was, but I was told by a friend that it basically did get delayed a whole lot for some reason. But we did end up basically going later within the next day. But honestly, I'm glad that it was still open either way, and also they did end up extending the Club F.Y.N.N schedule, which was pretty cool. And then also apparently they had like a little secret section or in the schedule before. It was called Are We Dreaming, which was kind of mysterious at the time, and all of my friends basically went in there to see exactly what it was, which was basically a big reveal of 3 different DJs playing all at once, which was pretty cool. And the music was god fucking tier, holy shit. But then we have the lobby as well. The lobby itself had a little bit of a problem at first when it opened. Basically, whenever you joined a world, everyone within the lobby would teleport straight to the spawn area, which annoyed a whole lot of people because they were trying to explore the lobby but kept getting teleported over and over again. So that was fun. It was really nice, honestly. It felt like taking a walk in the park, basically. And then also within the middle section of the Furality lobby, they also had like a whole bunch of art displayed there, which I presume is fan art for Furality Somna itself. And there was also a little cafe area at the top where you can view the event panel from there if you basically want to just hang around in the lobby. It was a really nice world, and I really loved walking around with my friends and such. There was also fireworks that I will be showing within the background footage later as soon as I finish with all of the world introductions and such. So yeah, there isn't really much to talk about the lobby other than it having problems earlier, but other than that, it was pretty much an awesome place. The next and also final Somna world area is the dealer's den. Essentially what the dealer's den is, it's basically a huge area where a whole bunch of different booths from many artists, 3D modelers, and texturers are all cooped up so that you can basically walk around and see many of the wonderful people within this community of their art styles or designs. It's a great way to basically self-advertise and also spread around your work to a whole bunch of other people. Of course, you do have to pay for a booth in order to enter, but it's honestly such a silly place that I really did like, and especially when entering the world, because there was basically a little cutscene where you entered a train and then travel along the clouds and see multiple different islands. There was in total at least over 900 booths within the dealer's den, so it was kind of hard to go ahead and walk through them all to see every single one of them, especially when me and my friends kind of went in a little late than usual. But me personally, I liked it a lot. It feels really inspiring to see so many people's styles, some in which I really do wish that I could have met up with them and actually told them that their styles were cool, but unfortunately, I didn't really get the chance to meet many of the dealers within the den. So many sections in which you can explore and either maybe find someone's style very interesting to the point where you could commission them, or basically follow them online and keep up with their work. But overall, very silly place. So yeah, we basically almost made it to the end of this video. This part of the video will basically just be me talking about my experiences and overall thoughts on Furality Somna. I'll try to keep this as short as possible because I don't really know how long I've been recording, and I don't really want to make the video like really long. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. So honestly, where should I even begin? I guess to start off, Furality Somna was truly an amazing experience for me. When I went to the first meetup within Furality, I kinda just froze in place. And it's because, as I said earlier, I have never really been to a convention before, so seeing the huge crowd of people appearing within the world just really scared me a lot. I'm not really used to big crowds. It did scare me a little, but I did have my friends by my side to help me out a little bit, so overall it was pretty good. I did get to meet a lot of people within Furality. Some people were basically complimenting my OC/avatar, which by the way, 3D model was made by Medley, which honestly did catch me a little bit off guard. They were calling my OC cute and adorable, and that did really make me happy. But I also got to chat with people inside Furality as well, and within the entire experience, I did get to actually make 6 friends, which doesn't really sound like a lot, but for me, it's basically like a big achievement. Like, I really do suck at socializing, because sometimes I would be a little bit silent from time to time, so even I'm surprised that I managed to make some friends. But genuinely speaking, it was really nice to go ahead and talk about my interests and also hobbies as well with people. Usually sometimes I don't really talk about the stuff that I kind of go into because I don't really want to sound annoying or like a nerd. But overall, I got to chat with really chill and silly people. It was honestly really nice. I also especially got to talk to someone about horror stuff, which I am a big fan of horror, by the way, so holy shit, I fucking loved that moment. I also got to meet up with the dad actually, which was also really cool, and also a whole bunch of other people with really cool fursona designs, and also really cute ones too. Like, I saw a whole bunch of fursona designs while within Furality, and it inspired me to at least try to make an actual good fursona design, because I kind of suck at designing a little bit, but after seeing everyone's, I think I can kind of get a sort of good idea and design going for me. So yeah, hopefully if I actually do end up redesigning my fursona, I can probably show it within the video, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. And also seeing the event panel hosters talking about their hobbies, careers, or talents inspired me to basically do a whole lot more for myself. I want to try to get better at speaking. I also do want to try to get better at drawing and also designing, as I said earlier, but also try my best to basically be a whole lot more expressive and outgoing for everyone. But the event panels was an awesome experience. As for the Club F.Y.N.s, I didn't really get to attend a whole lot, mostly because most of the Club F.Y.N.s that I did kind of want to go to was occupied by another panel or meetup that was at the same time, unfortunately. This was a common issue, by the way, basically sacrificing 1 hour of time on one certain section instead of the other, which was unfortunate, but at least I got to visit majority of Furality. I'm glad that I did get the chance to go in the Club F.Y.N.s and such, but the Dealer's Den was honestly really fucking cool. I got to see a whole bunch of different artists' styles and such, and god, it's inspired me to try to become a whole lot more better at art. Like, I really love their art styles too. There was a whole bunch of silly ones, and oh my god, dude, the rendering too, it was like, oh. It was so fucking amazing. And also the worlds itself. God fucking damn, I just love them so much, dude. I'm a sucker for literally anything space or dream related, and this entire Furality theme was basically for me. I know within the video maybe it just doesn't really look that good, but I feel like with being in VR within Furality Somna was such a beautiful experience. I did have to switch from VR to PC sometimes because I did have to charge my headset from time to time, but I basically tried to sign in into my Oculus every single time I had the chance whenever going to an event panel or a meetup panel. I really do like the overall vibe to everything, and it was so fucking nice. And also going to the trans meetup was really fucking awesome too. Mostly because IRL wise, I don't really tell people that I am trans because sometimes I am a little scared of what they will think of me. But having to tell people here within Furality feels so fucking validating. I felt so damn happy. Just being called the right name and pronouns and everything by strangers, it was really nice. But yeah, overall, it was a really nice first experience to Furality. And it also makes me so happy that I basically got the chance to actually participate within Furality and its whole community surrounding it as well. Everyone was so nice, everyone was awesome, and overall, I had a lot of fun on it. Furality was kind of basically like a first step for me. A first step on improving on myself to become a lot more outgoing and expressive. I know that I've kind of said that a little while ago, but it really feels like a big achievement for me. It took me a lot of courage to basically step out of my little comfort zone and basically try something new. And in the end, I'm so glad that I actually did end up visiting Furality. Holy shit. Thank you to Furality for helping me out and making me feel a little less shy about myself. And also, thank you to my old and new friends for talking to me. I'm so glad that I had the chance to experience this. Next time, I'll be hopefully a lot more confident. But yeah, even after going through a lot within Furality and having so much fun, eventually you'll have to wake up. Thank you everyone so much for watching the video. I appreciate it, and hopefully I wasn't too cringy with you guys. I had a lot of fun, and hopefully I will see you guys within the next video. Love y'all. Goodbye. Hmm. Hmm? God. Oh, jeez. Where's my phone? How long have I been out for? What? I've been sleeping for 6 days straight. Oh. So yeah, thank you for watching. I had an outro plan, but it was on Roblox, and unfortunately, I got banned. So yeah, that's awesome. Um, check the description for some stuff. Yeah, yay. I'm sorry.